All right, my people. Welcome to the podcast. It's your boy Hood, hollering at you. Yusef two times. That's my hip hop name. CEO of Hood Films. CEO of Self Made Ology. I love Chicago. We got a lot of brands. All right, I just wanted to highlight y'all real quick about this Carlee Russell lady. Now, this has been crazy news. I'm really bugging out about this because I'm like, is this really happening? Is this really real? But apparently it is. This young black lady, I don't know her exact age, but I want to say she probably looked like she's in her 20s or early 30s. And apparently she was saying she was kidnapped. But the way she did it is that she said she was captured by somebody while she saw a little child on the side of the road. Now, this little kid on the side of the road happened to be a white kid, in her opinion, with just wearing a diaper and a t-shirt. And so she said she was supposed to sit there and follow. She called the police. The police told her not to follow, but she eventually followed. When she followed the little kid, she said somebody came out the woods and grabbed her and took her under in control and held her hostage and la la la. Now, is this true? Did this happen to her? The only problem is that when you're a black person in America, you don't really get these benefits of the doubts like that because white people, well, they basically run America. So if they coming after you to fucking find you or search for you, they using their resources, they using their cars, their gas, their hours and time, their humans, and just you chilling and having a good time or just joking, or maybe you got a mental issue, or maybe But the thing is that make this story so fucking crazy, and it's the reason why I want to say this and talk to y'all about it, is that they was able to Google her, or they said they got the FBI check out her phone. And on her phone, they say that she had been Googling things leading up to being uh, found kidnapped or being missing. And she was looking at the movie Taken, which is a movie with old boy, one of my favorite actors too. But I'm gonna tell you his name in a minute. But make a long story short, he actually, she was googling that movie, which is a movie about kidnapping and abduction, and she also was googling one-way tickets to Nashville. When they found her, which she came out of the woods, which is, I guess, some woods is not too far from where she lived. They say she arrived at the woods not too far from her family house, or at her family house, her parents. So when she get there, they say she gets there and she got $107 cash in her sock. They also said that they found out that she stole some tissue and other condiments from her job. So it almost looked like somebody lying. She was being fake and got busted. Why? Who knows? Somebody mental issues, but you took the tissue because you basically was just trying to stay gone or stay hidden or stay away from the community for whatever your reasons are. You had $107 in case it went crazy, and you would just jump on the goddamn bus and be like, "I'm gone." But I guess being out in the woods by yourself, no food, no people to talk to, it starts setting in. Like, oh shit, you know what? Running away from everything and everybody is actually harder than I thought. Especially when I'm this old. Shit, I'm used to talking to people, used to having my things, the refrigerator right there. Like, what the fuck I'm thinking? So she came about that shit after about 2 days. But then this story she just came up with, just it's not checking out. See, a lot of times as black people, one thing that some black people don't know. I'm not gonna say every black person don't know this, but this is just the truth. Is that they have cameras all over the place and they filming you all the time. When you walk outside your house, there's cameras filming you. Now you don't have nothing to do with these cameras. You don't have nothing to do with the people who make these cameras and putting them up there. That's not your business. And they use this as a way to incriminate you, just like our phones. They said when she was on the phone to police, she walked 600 yards. The guy said, the police dude said, that's like 6 football fields. Or she was moving 600 yards forward. So they look at the camera again. Well, how is she moving 600 yards forward? If she's following a baby, then a baby would have probably veered in traffic, or a baby would have probably somebody else would have saw the baby. They said nobody else even called in saying they saw a baby on the side of a road. So there's other people on the road driving through. That's almost not gonna happen either. But let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Nobody else saw the baby. It was at night. It was just you. The police said don't follow the kid. This is the police releasing the police phone call, which a lot of y'all probably heard. So it's just like somebody that's out here crazy as hell, and then she make it look bad for other girls that might go into some situation, might be kidnapped, might be sexually trafficked, or whatever the fuck they call it. So is it wicked? Is it evil? I don't know. Does she have a mental problem? Now I don't think it's hard to figure that one out. I think something's wrong with that girl because she's not thinking about other people. And other people is the white people because we don't have, black people ain't got search equipment, dogs, fucking walkie talkies, all these vehicles that it take to come search for a person. Officers set up to meet up and, you know what I'm saying, talk about what y'all figured out, ways to prosecute the people who actually might have been doing something. And then she said, here's where the story get real crazy. The police said she escaped from them. Wait, what? She escaped from them. So they had her in some kind of like back of a truck, trailer or a trailer train, you know, one of them things be on the back of the train, a car to freight. So she's sitting back there. She said they kind of talking to her. They give her some oatmeal or whatever the heck she said they fed her. And she said she heard it was a female in there, but she never saw the female face. So she was just in there. So she was like, so eventually she ended up finding a way to break up out of there. She said, but they caught up to her while she got away. Now this is how you know it's getting fantastical. So when they catch her again, they bring her back, but this time they take her to a house somewhere. Now, you know, if the white people own this area and they got connections to this area, they're going to actually know who's in these homes. So, because these homes is not going to be like in a city necessarily where it's next to each other. They're going to be like stretched. You'll be a little spaces between the neighbors, I'm assuming, because it's a suburban area. It's not, she's in Hoover, Alabama, which is outside of Birmingham. It's not inside Birmingham, which is more like a city dwelling. So anyway, she say on the second attempt, they get her to take her to this place. She spend the night there, but they take her clothes off, cover her head up. She think they was taking pictures of her. She said then they let her go. No, I'm sorry. Then she said she went to sleep. She got up early. She ran, and when she ran, that's when she was able to get to her parents' house, and when she was able to call for help and blah blah blah. Running through the woods. She said she ran through the woods, and the woods I'm assuming is large. You know what I'm saying? We got large wooded areas inside the city of Chicago. So can you imagine in the suburbs of some other area where it's more rural or something like that? So she probably had in her opinion, in what she's saying, it was a long distance through those woods. Then she get back. But she says she left the people when they kidnapped her. They made her leave the phone watch, the watch at her house or in the car. They also made her leave her purse or whatever, but the tissue and stuff like that that she took from her job, she took that. They took that. She brought that with her. So it looked like again like somebody just went out there to just go have some fun, play some games, do a Jussie Smollett move, and not think it was going to be big time. But it is big time. But you know, and that's her story. That's how she played this out. But you know, and I know they're gonna make a big ordeal out of it and make it seem so foul. But you can also realize that a lot of times you got Karens that do this every day. They go out and claim some kid is committing a crime because they got a lemonade stand or they at a swimming pool or somebody's violating them because he came into a building but they don't know who he was or they inside of a car whatever, you know, where you park the cars or whatever, and they saying this person is too close to me or I want that person parking spot. Like, it's people who do this daily, you know. So to make this girl be so big and thrown out of proportion, I think is a little extra, even though she did do this herself and it was a one person move. But you know, I think that some people just have mental issues, And I think that's one of them right there. She just probably got mental issues, but she also got access to the phone to call the police. She also got access to, the internet to make a claim because we all do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what makes this scenario kind of crazy when you're talking about her because she didn't have to do that, but I don't think she understood the magnitude of her actions. She didn't. I don't think she thought through what could really happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, man. So, but black women been having a bad week because we also had that young lady who got caught up in Dubai for cursing at a black person. I mean, I'm sorry, person at a Dubai citizen at some kind of place. I guess that was a car dealership. She she was supposed to be in some kind of car accident and ended up yelling at the guy at the car place when she went to pick up her condiments. Not condiments, but her stuff. But in that country, you can't yell at a man. You can't yell as a female. You can't raise your voice. So it's automatic jail time, like a year or two or whatever, 3 years. But it's got crazy because you from another country. You came up here for vacation, and you're not assuming you're finna go sit in jail. But the culture that they allow some of our sisters to live in as as Americans, is just is bad. And then a lot of times it's Caucasians to keep them in check. They keep giving them accolades like, "Ooh, you guys are the reason we won this election." Oh, look, black women are the reason why are the most educated. Black women are doing this. Black women are doing that, and it's like they basically separating black women from black men. But when you hear them mentioning other cultures, they don't really separate the other cultures. They don't say Hispanic females are doing more than Hispanic males in this area, or Asian females are doing more than Asian males in this area. They don't do that. They just say Asians or they just say Hispanics. So it can give the sisters this mindset if they listening to those main media stations that you're doing something different than the other man in your same culture, in the same house, or in the same, we all got the same thing. We all look the same. So it's like, what's going on with that? But when you go out this country, and it's not even so much that they're doing this to our culture, they're doing this in the media. So what's happening is that when other people outside of our culture see this and see us, they automatically have these notions about us. It don't matter what you think. It don't matter what you say. They're already going to be perceived notions. And with it being so many people on earth, you have so many people who can play into these mindsets by first glance of seeing you. And if you have to operate around these people, be your boss, somebody you got to get business done by, somebody you got to call for this, that, and the third, they're going to hear your voice, your accent, know you're black, and then automatically act a certain way. And it's like, damn, we in our culture, black people, we call that racism. But they might call that, hey, this black person, hey, it was this black guy, hey, it was, this black lady, and it's like, oh shit, everybody who they hear that be like, oh yeah, they said black lady. Well, sometimes no matter how you look, it no matter what your background, how you personally act, like that lady that was in that park, and the guy said, hey, can you not let your dog over here by the birds? And she said, who the hell are you? I'm finna call the police on you. And she just automatically just looked at him instantly and was like, you threatening me? You trying to kill me? You trying to threaten my life? And he kept filming her because none of this was happening. But this is just how it is. A lot of people just they on auto with us as black people. So even with this Carlee girl, she made that statement. There's white women who literally killed their kids and then said a black man did it, who literally killed somebody, or whether it's so many stories like this. It's crazy. And then you almost be like, well, what happened? Oh, a black person did it. Then they start researching, doing the investigation, find out it ain't never no black person did that shit. So I'm jumping in both of those stories because it's kind of been like a tough week in the media for black women. But is it really, or is these things being highlighted? Because they the same people who boast black women up and post them up and be like, oh, look how much the reasons why this, that, and the other. But this black dude got on TikTok and he made a viral video. I saw it last night this morning for the first time. And he said, it's a crazy TikTok video because I never seen this guy before, so I don't know if he a personality or this was some video somebody family member, and he was like, "Yo, black women, y'all the reason why the neighborhoods, why everything messed up." He said, "Y'all sold us out for a aid check." He said, "Then y'all trying to tell us that these black boys messed up? You messing them up." He said, we left a family 70 years ago. I mean, 30 years ago in the 1970s. He said, and so y'all had the kids all this time. So if they fucked up, you did it. And I was like, damn, this dude video on TikTok. So I scanned through some of the comments and they was all like, he ain't lying, he right, he telling the truth. Like, what the fuck? It was even females that was commenting saying, yo, that's the truth. That's right. I was like, damn. But is that true? You could let me know in the comment section what you think. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think about Carlee. Let me know what you think about the young lady from Houston that's locked up in Dubai. So I appreciate y'all listening to this. We're going to try to talk on more subjects, but I want to probably talk about the girl locked up in Dubai more because a lot of that stuff do got to do with us controlling our anger too. There's a lot more to that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you in other cultures and other countries. Like, what the hell? These are the rules and laws you wouldn't even know existed until you got there and stayed time in that place, or even heard about it on the news like this, and then you figuring like, oh shit, good thing that wasn't me. So, all right, peace. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Hood. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Like and subscribe. I'll be right back at you.